Hello beautiful people and welcome to Amani Hair's YouTube channel. I'm Catherine and I'm so glad you clicked on this video. So before we get into the best transitioning tips and tricks, I just want to tell you a little bit about Amani Hair. Amani Hair and Beauty is a hair and beauty supply store located in the Bahamas, and we sell natural hair products, natural hair extensions, and much more. We also ship worldwide, so check out our website for all your beauty needs. Transitioning is the process of growing out your natural texture before cutting off all of those processed, damaged ends. There are three types of transitioning: the big chop, or you can grow out your hair and then do the big chop, or you can do gradual trims. Transitioning, honestly, was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's harder than going through a breakup. It's harder than your period. Like, honestly, it's really a hard process, and you have to really know why you are doing this. You have to know you have to have a strong reason behind transitioning. Because for me, I transitioned 3 times before and I failed. And the first reason why I wanted to transition is because all the girls in my high school had nice curly hair, and I was just like, I want to follow that wave. You know, they look pretty, they look cute. I want curly hair. I'm tired of the straight hair. And I failed because you can't go into this process, you know, just because you want to follow others. You have to go into this process really knowing who you are. And I think once I discovered who Catherine is, once I discovered that, you know what, this is the hair that God gave me. God gave me these beautiful kinks and coils for a reason. Once I kind of ingrained that in my head and realized that, you know, why am I trying to adapt these European standards of beauty? Why am I ruining the hair God has given me? I think once you go into this process with a good reason behind it, like really knowing who you are and really knowing what God has blessed on your head, that's when this process will be a bit smoother for you. You will still be discouraged sometimes. You will still want to give up. You will still want to get that cream crack. You will still want to get that perm and slap that on your head. But you have to realize that, you know what? God has given me beautiful curls and coils. So why am I not rocking it? Why am I not giving it a chance? You know, you have to go into this process with that. And once you have that right mindset of why you want to transition, the process will definitely be way better. Research is extremely important in your transitioning journey. It's kind of like doing a school project. If you're doing a school project, you have to research. You have to find the history, the background information. You have to find out all of those components. So it's the same thing with transitioning. You have to do your research. You have to know what you are getting into. So during my transitioning journey, what I would do is I would look up naturalistas, look at their transitioning journey. I would look at the different protective styles they're doing, because when you are transitioning, you have 2 different types of hair, so it's going to be extremely hard to style your hair. So I'd look up cute protective styles. I would look at what products they're using. I would look at all of that. The next tip is you have to implement a good hair routine. You know, you can't abandon your hair during this transitioning journey. You can't be like, I'm just gonna let this hair grow out. I'm not gonna be deep conditioning it. I'm not gonna be putting oils on it. No, you have to treat your hair. I know I sound like a mummy right now, but you have to treat your hair, babies. You have to. During your transitioning journey, your hair will be breaking off every 2 seconds. Your hair will be shedding. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be you're gonna have a lot of hair around your house. My parents used to be so mad at me because my hair used to be like legit shedding all over the place, getting caught in the shower drain, everything. Your hair will be breaking off, so you have to implement a very good hair routine. So that means you have to at least deep condition your hair. I would say you can probably deep condition your hair, I would say every 2 weeks, but it really depends on you. But I would say deep condition every 2 weeks. Make sure to be applying oils to your hair, so that doesn't matter if it's argan oil, coconut oil, black castor oil. Put oils on your hair, especially your edges, because I noticed during my journey, my edges, I had no edges. I had no edges. My edges was disappearing. My edges went ghost on me. Seriously. So you have to be greasing your edges. You can apply oil to your scalp. You can do oil massages. Like what I would do is put the oil on my hair and just massage my scalp. You have to be really taking care of your hair. Your hair at that stage during this journey will be like a baby. You have to care for your hair. You have to be diligent with your hair. You really have to treat it with extreme caution and extreme care. The next step is you have to find your go-to transitioning style. Guys, don't judge me, but like, I transitioned for about a year and a half, and I legit wore the same hairstyle every single day. Like, I hardly changed my hairstyle. People who graduated with me, you know this. I rocked the same hairstyle every single day, and that was my Bantu knot puff. I don't know, but I can't do Bantu knots on my natural hair, but during my transitioning journey, Bantu knots, oh, they looked so beautiful. What I would do is I would do the Bantu knots overnight, and then I would take them out and put it in a nice puff, and it would look so pretty. Like, it really would look so nice and elegant. So definitely find what hairstyle works for you, because during this time, like I said, it's gonna be hard to put your hair in like the easiest styles. It'll be hard to put your hair in certain styles. So definitely find what protective style works for you. And Bantu knots, definitely try it, transitioners. I'm sure it will look so good, I promise you. Now, if it's really hard for you to work with your hair during this time, because it's gonna be hard, you know, putting your hair in the easiest styles. So if that's going to be too difficult for you, you can also do protective styles like braids, box braids. You know, a lot of girls like the locks, crochet. You have a multitude, you have a plethora of styles you can do. So don't limit yourself like me, rocking the same hairstyle every day. You know, you can find what style looks good on you and which one you feel more comfortable rocking during this time. During this time, you must, I repeat, you must avoid heat. During my transitioning journey, I legit put my straightener, put my hot curler, my hot comb, everything. I put it in a box and I hid it away from me. I gave it to my dad and I said, Dad, keep this away from me. Because during this time, you're going to be tempted to straighten that hair, to blow dry that, do a blowout. You're going to be tempted to apply heat to your hair. So definitely avoid heat at all costs. Like, you will be tempted. You will be tempted. You will seriously want to give up sometimes. So really put the temptations away. What does the Bible say? The flesh is weak. And girl, your flesh will be weak during this time. So you need to really put all those curlers, those blow dryers, put all of them away and try to avoid them at all costs. Tracking your progress is so important during this journey. What I would do is I would basically take a picture every 2 weeks just to track my progress. You don't have to do it that frequently. You can do it once a month. Take a picture once a month or whatever you feel comfortable with. But once you take those pictures, you're going to be able to track your progress. And when times get tough and you just want to give up, you'll be able to go back to those pictures and say, you know what? I can do this. Like, they're gonna be like a motivation to uplift you, because you're gonna be like, you know what, I see you curl, I see you coming, I see you bouncing back. You know, you'll be like, I can do this. Transitioners, I feel like this is gonna be one of the most hardest things to do. Do not listen to your haters. Don't. You have to honestly just drown them out. Don't listen to the noise, because so many people are not going to be supportive of you during this transitioning journey. With me, you know, a lot of people was like, why are you trying to transition? You know, stay with your straight hair. You know, you look good with your straight hair. I don't even know how you would look with curly hair. You know, a lot of people was telling me, even hairdressers, like when I would go to the hair salon to get a treatment, you know, they would be like, why don't you just perm your hair? Let me put a perm on this. And I'm like, the closest people to me were kind of discouraging me during this journey, so it's gonna be hard. Maybe even your mother, if your mother has perm hair, she might discourage you. You know, a lot of people will be hating on this journey, but you have to honestly drown them out. You have to know, and that's going back to knowing why you're doing this. Because if you really have a good, solid reason, and you really look within yourself as to why am I transitioning, it'll be kind of easier for you to know, well, easier for you to drown out the noise. Because for me, it was hard. It was really, really hard. But once you just tell yourself, I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna let anyone stop me from doing this. And at the end of your journey, when your curls pop in and they there with this damaged straight hair, you're gonna be like, and you were telling me not to go natural. You know, you're gonna be flexing. You're gonna be, when you see all your progress, when you finally do that big chop, you're gonna be so happy. Like, you're gonna be so just overjoyed. And let me tell you, like, when I finally did the big chop, a lot of people were like, like, even my Grammy, I love you Grammy, but like, even my Grammy was like, what's going on here? But now when they see this progress with how, you know, tremendous my hair have grown, all of them coming back to me like, girl, your curls popping, your curls look good. So you really have to be dedicated to this process. It will be so worth it. Like, honestly, I have fallen even more in love with myself during this natural hair journey. You will fall in love with yourself again, and you will really be able to appreciate the beautiful curls God has given you. So please, transitioners, the road is gonna be rough, but it will so be worth it, I promise you. And thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. So bye.